Yeah, I asked him to make it. Yeah. Yeah, it's super sick. I'm excited.
This work.
All right, and now where the hell is roll?
Did he send you like a? Oh, he said he was gonna get scanned with the once the ink dries, right?
Yeah, he did that a little bit later. I can send the. Oh my god! I turned the contrast on my monitor up so high, I can't see anything. So we wanted to run through a basic battle, right?
Yep.
Okay, sweet. Join game. So when you're running through basic battle, it's one of the things that you have to really pay attention to is you want to decide the monster actions before the players announce theirs, because that way you're not tempted to be like, oh, the players want to do this, well, I know how to fuck with them, now I'm going to do this thing that's perfect counter to them.
Right.
So
Right.
I mean, if your monsters have really high intelligence, then you can wait until afterwards. Like if they're like brilliant geniuses who have like 18, 19, 20 intelligence, then you can be like, all right, sure, I'll decide my actions after the players do, because this character's so intelligent that they would be able to read actions and react
Right.
correctly or whatever.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So let me pull up that monster manual actually. Where the fuck did I put that? I'll just do this. Actually, let's open it here. Okay. Let me just find like quick goblins or something. Have you ever used a Chiron? A Chiron before?
I don't think so.
They're pretty fucking cool creatures.
Oh,
They're
Akiran.
pretty OP though.
Yeah, fucking. I never use anything with psionics. Just because I fucking hate working with psionics. But yeah,
Why is that? Why don't you like the?
I don't know. It's just a bias. There's no real reason to it for
Oh,
it. It's one of those things like, fuck, the system's already stupid enough as is. I don't want to learn any more about it. I'm just gonna ignore this.
oh,
Yeah, it's just personal preference. There's no reason not to. Just
gotcha.
old man, new dog trick thingy. Or
They're supra geniuses. I didn't even know you could go to 1920 intelligence.
yeah.
It's pretty crazy. I also found some other crazy monsters that I'm probably gonna use. Uh, there's something called oh yeah, it's just called a crypt thing. Do you know what the crypt things are?
Yeah, crypt things.
Yeah, the crypt things just fucking teleport people.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking rad. Just roll a d20 or something like that, and it teleports people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely use those.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have the book now, or oh, you're just using the text one, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Look at
The
the
book here
Shadu.
tomorrow. Okay, let me. Is this searchable by Control F?
I don't know.
I'll scroll
Probably.
down. Let's see this.
Shedu. Most beautiful and majestic creature you'll ever see in a D&D game.
I think I'm on skeleton right now. Yep. Let's go back up.
Oh, it's just
Whoops.
two monsters before skeleton.
The Siren, and that's the Shadu. What is that? What?
I don't know.
Look at that thing, guys. What is that thing?
I don't know
What
what that is.
the fuck
It's the dumbest looking thing I've ever
is
seen in my
that?
life.
It's the most ridiculous creature.
I
What does it do? It's
don't know.
lawfully good. It has So when it says 9 plus 9, so it has 9d4 plus 9 HP?
98 plus 9.
Good lord, the fucking greater one has 14 plus 14.
Yeah.
It does 3D or 1D, yeah, 3d6. Wow, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. With 2
You can
attacks
go
per
you can
round.
go invisible.
50% magical resistance. Yep.
They always have a beard, sand, mustaches. Shadu hair is very bristly and curls into tight waves or bands. All Shadus attack with powerful front hooves. However, both forms of Shadu prefer to use their psionic powers whenever possible. Wow, they do some crazy damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just use like a... Let me just find a goblin. Goblin. The first goblin was under Treant. What the fuck? I wish I had the actual book. It would make searching through this a lot faster. Wait, you have that one thing that I can just open. I think. Yeah, okay. So, goblin, uncommon. Oh, this doesn't have... It just has the page that they're on. It doesn't have HP or anything.
No, no. But goblins have.
Was it one? It's probably just
It's
1D.
1 - 1, I think. Goblins are fucking weak.
Yeah.
LMN.
Also, once you get into the dragons, there's just like 40 fucking pages of dragons.
Yeah. You got your chromatic, your metallic, your gem dragons, and your weird shits.
I think I'm going to do an entire campaign and have no dragons at all.
All right.
I also found the Githyanki. Those are pretty funny.
Yeah.
They're like sworn enemies of humans and shit from another universe.
Yeah.
It's very 80s. What is this? Have you seen the GIF?
The gift, the elephant with the, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
the hippo with
what
the
is that
gun.
shit? What does this guy do?
I don't know, dude. There's some crazy shit in this book.
He can headbutt. He can also call another GIF. The GIF are a race of powerfully muscled mercenaries. They are civilized through the lack mages among their own race. GIF hire various groups. GIF is a humanoid with stocky flats and blah 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 blah. They're weird.
Yeah. There's also these guys called the Arcane. They're basically 12-foot tall blue people that
Yeah.
are specialized, like just specialized in trading magical items. They're these weird, like
That's pretty
telepathic,
awesome.
12-foot tall blue people that look like they're
What
from
are what are they
space.
called?
Arcane.
And they just sell magical items?
I mean, wherever magical items are sold, they appear. It says. Yeah.
Fucking using those. Is there like a book of magical items, by the way?
Oh man. Oh, there is a set of 4 books called the Encyclopedia Magica, and
Yeah.
they list just like every magical item you could ever conceive of, and then at the back they have like random generators to help you, come up with that random magical items. They're fucking insane, but it's a set of 4 books. They're
They're
pretty
pretty
legit.
pricey.
No, I mean, not super pricey.
Might have to check those out.
Yeah, but they're kind of useless unless you have all 4.
Oh yeah, I also found the Gargantua, also known as the Gargantua, but I'm just gonna call it the Gargantua.
Yeah.
Also, I found Galeb Dur. Have you seen that guy? The little rock guy with faces?
Oh,
He's
yes.
fucking rad, dude. They can cast the following spells as 20th level mages once per day. Move Earth, Stone Shape, Pass Wall, Transmute Rock to Mud, and Wall of Stone. You can
Yeah.
also cast Stone Shape at will. The goddamn Galeb Dur.
Yeah.
Okay, let's scroll up.
There's some crazy motherfuckers in here.
But did I fucking miss Goblin? I'm like in Genie, Ghost, Giants. Giants go on for fucking ever. There's a billion of them. Now I'm back to the GIF. There's the GIF.
They should be right after Gnome and right before Golem.
Found Knoll. What is that? Oh, there's Gnome right after Gnome.
Creature after Gnome.
Oh, Gnome Spriggan. There we go. Goblin. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so hit dice is 1-1, so that's 1-1.
1 - 1.
And I gotta get a little notepad going. uh, okay. Okay, so hit dice equal 1d10,
No, 1d8.
1d8.
Yeah.
Do you ever do 1d10 or anything if like they're a creature?
Sometimes it will specify they use d10 as hit dice, but other than that, just d8.
Okay. So when it says their Thaco is 20, you have to roll a 20 or higher to hit them?
Okay, so here's where second edition falls apart.
Yeah.
They don't have second edition really has a system called THACO, and THACO means to hit armor class 0. So in the original rules of second edition, your THACO gets lower as you get higher in level, and to know whether or not you hit a monster, you subtract their armor class from your THACO, and you need to roll that number or higher. Also, armor class gets better as it gets lower in second edition. So it's all fucked up. So if you had 20 THACO and your enemy had 10 AC, you'd have to roll a 10 or better to hit them. If you had 10 THACO and they had 0 AC, you'd need to roll a 10 or better. If they had like -5 AC, then you'd need to roll 15 to hit them. It's fucked up. So I got rid of it. Basically, if you...
So you're just using armor class, right?
Yeah, so I have armor class go up, and then instead of having THACO, you just... The difference between their THACO and 20 is your bonus to hit. So if they have THACO 19, then you get a +1. They get a +1 bonus. If they have THACO 17, they get a +3 bonus. If they have THACO 20, they get a +0 bonus. And then armor class, I would just invert on top of 10. So if they have AC 6, they actually have AC 14.
Wait, what? So you just subtract it from 20?
Well, so armor class in second edition starts at 10 and then goes down.
Okay.
So instead of going down, just the difference between their armor class and 10, add that back on top of 10. So if the armor class is 6, that's 4 away from 10, so it's 14.
Okay.
Yeah. Second edition, THACO and their armor class was bad. It was just a bad system.
AC equals... So what if it's like... What if their armor class in the book is like 13? Then
it will never be 13.
Like, what's the highest it can go? 10?
10, yeah. 10 is the worst you can get.
Oh, and then then if their armor class is 1, then what? Is that a 21?
That's a 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you subtract it from 20. Okay. Yeah, if you subtract it from 20, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, because the armor class will go between 10 and -10. I don't know why they chose 10 -10, but that's just how it works.
What does it mean in the book when it says 6 parenthesis 10? What is that?
So 6 would be with armor, 10 would be without armor.
So if it's a 10, then you would have to roll a 10 or higher to hit them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which is 50-50 odds.
14 to hit with armor, 10 to hit without armor. Okay. All right. Hit dice. So I'll just roll this shit in whatever it's called. We're gonna roll up 3 goblins, so they all have 6 HP. Easy.
They should have 5. D8 -1.
Oh, -1, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Piece of shit goblins suck.
Yep. All right, we're gonna throw your character in there just so you sent me that PDF, right?
Right.
Let me open that up real quick. Rich. Whoops. I'll put that over here. Okay. So just looking at your sheet real quick. Oh, wow, this is actually pretty awesome. It's a lot better than the other one.
Yeah, this is so much better.
Looks great. So you have 10 ACs, so they have to roll a 10 or higher to hit against you?
I should have 12 at the bottom. It would be total.
Oh, okay, right. Because you get -1. Okay. So
I get it.
-1 dex
Yeah,
+3 from your armor from the studded leather. Then your base AC is 10. Is base AC on all player characters 10 or no?
yeah. On all player characters, it'd be 10.
So 10 without armor, right?
Right. Well,
Then
for
that's just
me, I would get a
philosophy.
penalty of 1 because of my 6 dexterity. So for me, it would be 9,
Right, right,
which
right.
fucking sucks. But
Yeah. So basically, anything without clothes on or armor on has 10 unless the monster manual says otherwise.
right. So like ogres, I think have 15 naturally just because of their thick hide, and like bugbears have like 12 or 13 naturally because of their thick hide. But
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So yeah, let's just say you're fighting three. You're probably gonna die against three of them, I would imagine. But
quite
it doesn't
possibly.
matter. So I guess roll initiative. We'll just do all open rolls because there's really no
Okay.
point to anything.
Yeah.
So I rolled 3. I
D10.
could
I
use my
rolled
actual
6.
die, but
Yeah, but whatever.
so I go first.
Mhm.
And then so how do you do movement? So because I know you always like sometimes you bring it into play and sometimes you don't.
Um, so most like all, not all player characters, but humans, elves, half elves have movement rate of 12. Dwarves, halflings, gnomes have movement rate of 6. So I think technically it means you can move. I mean, it depends on how you want to do your combat system, whether you want to do each round as a minute or each round as 10 seconds. But it's a distance you can move. So it can be, you can kind of make up exactly what that means. Is it 12 feet per round? Is it
I feel like
120
just
feet per
looking in
round? Whatever.
intervals of 10 would be the easiest thing,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. I
that
mean, so
basic.
120 feet per round then is usually what I use um, for someone with 12 movement. So someone with 6 movement, like a goblin, can move 60 feet in a round, or 30 feet and make an attack.
And it says, oh, okay, it says their movement right there.
Yeah.
So let's just write that down. 3 goblins, HP is 5. And then I'll probably just run through some of these like on my own later off stream,
Mm-hmm.
etc. So I can make it speedy instead of just derp derp. Let me look at all the stats. And you said yours is 12. Where does it show movement on here?
It doesn't. It's just
Oh,
all
you just have
humans
to
have
know.
movement rate of 12. Humans, elves, and half elves.
Humans, elves, half elves, movement rate equals 12. And then you said gnome, dwarves, halflings are 6.
Yeah, I might want to double check that. It might be 9, but I'm pretty sure it's 6.
Okay.
It will tell you in the player's handbook under time and movement, chapter 11. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, that'll be there. It'll be here tomorrow.
Cool. Chapter 14. Yeah, yeah. Dwarves, gnomes, and halflings are 6. Half elves, elves, and humans are 12.
What page is that on?
That's page 157.
Page 157 from movement. Player's handbook, right?
Yeah, player's handbook. That also has rules for swimming, jogging, climbing, etc., etc., etc.
Okay. So let's just say that I don't know, you're out in the middle of an open field, you see 3 goblins and they're aggro to you, and there's 200 or fuck, let's just say there's 120 feet between the two of you. They can't reach you this round, so they get halfway there, and then it's your turn.
Okay, so I can remove the remaining half distance and make an attack. So
Right. Because you have 12, so
because
it'd
I
be
have 12.
6 to move there, then you'd have another half. Do you
Right.
count movement as like if it's half, is that basically half your action then?
Kind of. You can split your actions into a standard, a move, and a minor action. So a standard action is like making an attack. A move action is, standing up or running around or something like that. And minor actions we don't really use in second edition, but it would be, um, saying, "Oh, hey, look at that over there," or
Sure.
whatever.
When it comes to like how are you making that decision on if someone can attack in the same round as moving? Are you just basically looking at their movement speed and saying, well, it only took them half of their movement to get where they want, or something like
Yeah,
that?
if it takes half their movement or less, you can make your attack. If it takes more than half your movement, you can't make your attack.
Gotcha.
If people that get like multiple attacks in a round, like a bow that
Jet.
gets 2 attacks per
Or yeah,
round, would
yeah.
generally, you can make half your movement and get one of those attacks.
Okay.
Also, we should go over bows and specialization because by default, all bows get 2 attacks per round. But I just thought that's super
Seems
fucking
kind of
OP.
broken.
Yeah, it is broken. It's broken as shit,
Yeah.
which is
Okay.
why I got rid of it.
All right. So yeah, it's your turn. You go up. Are you? I guess you're just gonna go up and attack him.
Yeah,
Right.
so I just go up and attack. So I would roll d20 plus 1.
You have proficiency with your bastard sword,
Yeah, I have specialization with my bastard sword.
and that just adds +1.
+1 to hit and +2 to damage. And according to the rules, like the base rules, it increases my attack rate. But again, you might want to. It makes specialization really OP as opposed to everyone else. Because then I
Okay.
would start off with 3 attacks every 2 rounds, and that's just way too strong.
Okay. And are you using it one-handed or two-handed right now?
Two-handed.
Okay.
So I roll a 9, and that's a miss.
Yeah. So that's just you straight up miss.
Yeah.
Jeez, this is gonna be a lot to remember all through the fight.
Yeah.
Okay, so they go to attack on you, and then for their D20, is it just a D20 for them?
It's just a d20. They have no modification.
Where would you see modification? Is it
Their
under
THACO. If their THACO is lower than 20, then they get a bonus to hit.
based on how much lower it is?
Yeah.
Let me just look at another random creature real quick, so I can think about that for a second. Oh, great! There's golems behind it, and those don't fucking attack.
Golems attack like.
Well, at
Golems
least
attack.
the first thing does. So Spriggan has 17 or 11 THACO. Why is it different? Is it just like?
Oh,
I
no.
guess that's just like the level or something of them.
Oh, they can transform to be giant sized at will.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's just do
then we
speed this up.
Roll
3d20.
initiative, right?
No, I got to roll against you because if you're standing in front of him, then I can hit you with
Yeah,
all.
but they
three,
moved
right?
first.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. So yeah, roll initiative. 5, 1.
Yeah.
You go first.
Okay. So roll d20 plus 1. 3. Awesome.
Okay. Now it's my turn. None of them hit.
Sweet.
Right?
Yeah, none of them hit.
So I guess initiative again.
9. Fuck it. Why did I roll +1? I didn't
I
mean
don't
to roll
know. We
+1.
tied. Let's roll d10 again.
Yeah.
6, 2. You go first.
11. Do these guys have armor on?
Let's just say they don't to make it easier for you.
All right, hit. So then that would be roll. What's my character sheet say for damage?
2d4, right? For
2d4 plus 2. Hell yeah.
What is it? +2 for
For
specialization?
specialization, yeah.
So if you didn't have specialization, it'd just be +1.
It would be +0. Just 2d4.
So in your character sheet, when it says adjust, why does it have +1/+2?
+1 to hit, +2 to damage.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. So you kill one of them because they each have 5 HP.
Right.
So now it's down to 2 goblins. Let's try 2d20. They both miss again.
Sweet.
Initiative.
Not sweet.
Goblins go first. Okay, let's say that one of the goblins sees his friend die or something. So back attacks, do they even work? Like if he goes behind you, does he get a bonus or how does that work?
You get a +2 hit from attacking behind, +1 hit from attacking on the side.
Okay. Well, he probably couldn't get all the way behind you, but let's say he gets uh on the side of you, and he said it was +2.
+1 for side attack, +2 for back attack.
+1 for side attack, +2 for back attack. All right, so we'll just roll the guy attacking in front of you. He misses the guy on the side of you. 15 and your AC, that's a hit, right?
It's a hit.
I think what I'm gonna do is do you have another sheet with everyone's AC on it? Just
I
so
don't. I just
quick looks.
No, that's a great thing to have, but I just never did it.
Okay, I'll probably just do that. Because I have all this information in front of me that I just wrote down. I don't even know what your AC was. It was 12, 15. So that's just okay. Let's talk about crits. What is a crit? What are the degrees of crit? Is it 5 or 10?
So if the die itself shows an 18 or higher, you
Yeah.
just have to roll 5 greater than their AC to critical them. If the die roll shows less than 18, you have to roll 10 more than their AC to hit them, to critical them. And then every time you double those amounts, it becomes another level of critical.
Okay.
So if you rolled a 14, but if the total had been 22, that would have been a crit, or 32 would have been a double crit. But if he had rolled an 18, then he would have needed, an 18 would have been a single crit, but a 22, because 12 plus 5 is 17 plus 5 is 22, would be a double crit.
Yep. Okay, cool. All right, so let's see. What is the goblin rolling? I gotta go look at combat real quick. It doesn't say what they fucking roll.
Under number of attacks, it says damage per attack. 1 to 6, or by weapon.
Oh,
so
damage of attack 1 to 6.
it'd be either a D6, but they really just whatever weapon they're using. So they'd probably use short swords or maces.
And so I'd have to look up what the range of short swords are. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, most of their weapons would do D6. Spears and short swords do D6. I think maces do D6 as well, or something like that.
Do they have a combat table in the DM guide for? Well, also, what is with these random pictures in this DM book? It's so weird.
Yeah. Well, it was made in the 80s.
Yeah, it was made in the 80s. You're right.
By nerds. They wanted, it helps fill it out.
Right. Does it have a table for different weapons in here?
The player's handbook has a list of weapons.
The player's handbook has it all?
Yeah. And if you want a greater list of weapons, the combat and tactics has a whole bunch of weapons, a lot more weapons.
In what? In the players?
Than the player's handbook. Actually, let me make sure that the bastard sword is actually in the player's handbook. And I'm not just breaking things. I wouldn't want to use rules from a book that you don't have, so let me double check that. I may have to switch my weapon.
I mean, we could just leave it at that if that's... Okay. And then I could just make an adjustment.
Yeah. Oh no, bastard sword's in here. Great. Sweet.
And it's in the player's handbook, right?
Right.
Okay. All right, so we'll just have the goblins do D4, I guess, because what short sword is what? Probably D4. It's probably low.
Short sword is D6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you need to be using a dagger or something for a D4.
Well, hopefully he doesn't roll a 5 because you're dead.
Well, let's see what he rolls.
4.
Oh, that 1 life.
You're down to 1 HP.
Yeah. Sweet. My turn. I'm just going to... Is there any way that I can adjust so that they're both in front of me? Or was one, are they far enough on the sides that there's no way I could get them both in front of me at the same time?
I mean, the goblins are short creatures, so if you backed up for half of your movement, then you could probably still get an attack in.
Okay, cool.
And they'd both be in front of you.
Cool. I will do that. And roll the hit. 11. Is that a hit?
Armor class. No, you need 14 or higher. Or wait, no, they're not wearing armor, so yeah, that is a hit.
Okay. 7 damage.
They kill one. So now it's 1-on-1.
1-on-1. All right.
So now we roll initiative, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 6.
Fuck.
Oh, 3. Okay, so I go. So he rolls a d20. This guy's not on your side.
Don't do it, buddy. Don't do it. Oh. Oh, sweet Jesus, an apple pie. No.
Oh god. All right. So for that crit, he rolls. Well, I mean, you're basically dead, but
Yeah.
I want to see what the. So it's a d6, and he rolled higher than. So it's just 2d6 then, right?
Right. Right.
Okay. Yeah, you take 10 damage, you're dead.
I'm dead.
Wow, Goblin can do fucking 10 damage at level 1.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, man.
Yeah.
I didn't since we're like so high level and our D&D session, I never like realized how easy it is to die at level 1 until I played the mage and
Yeah.
realized that like fucking 14 HP. And I couldn't do anything.
I mean, imagine starting with 1 HP.
I know, it'd be terrible. That's why I didn't. It would also be boring as shit for everyone watching because, like, and for you, because you would get into a fight and then, like, a rock would hit you
Yes.
and you would be like, well, I'm out of the fight.
Yeah.
You guys
Low
have
level
to.
mages are really frustrating to play.
Yeah, I
according-
hope Katz is okay with that.
Let's hope so. Because like according to the standard rules, which we kind of threw out the window,
Yeah.
mages get 1 spell that they can cast per day at first level, unless they're specialist mages, in which case they get 1 spell and then 1 spell that has to be of their specialization. But still, it's like 2 spells per day. That's like one round of combat or 1 encounter per day. And even then, it's kind of like, well, can't necessarily do much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out. That's one thing I need to do is figure out like what spells I'm gonna give him. But I think we're gonna talk on like Saturday. I think he said 5 Eastern. So I don't know if you are good. You said you're usually tied up on Saturdays, but if you want to jump in for that and try to talk him out of playing a mage with me or something, we could definitely have a conversation with him.
I hear Ryan's playing a cleric, and you guys are rolling it tonight.
Oh, is he playing it? Did he decide on cleric?
We were talking, and he said he was leaning towards cleric because the party needed one.
Oh, so yeah, he hadn't. I think we're gonna talk at like 5
Eastern,
5:15 Eastern. But he hadn't told me what he was leaning towards. So
yeah, I mean, we were just chatting idly when we were both dead during Mafia.
yeah, it'll be interesting to see Ryan play like another class because I feel like Rangers. It's not limited, but it is kind of limited. Like they just do damage.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to like see where the creativity comes from when playing a spell user.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that's a lot of fun. So
yeah, I guess the only other thing that we should really go over would be saving throws.
Oh right, okay.
So on that critical, I would need to make a saving throw versus death.
Which is just a straight D20.
Right, and then I would want to roll that 14 or higher that I have.
So, and then where is that on your character sheet?
It's on the character sheet next to the HP. The top one says paralyze, poison, death.
Oh yeah, okay, cool.
And I roll. Oh, I should not use a real die. I'll roll in game. Roll D23, so that would fail.
So yeah, you failed. And then where is the critical table at?
That's in the combat and tactics. That's a supplementary book.
I didn't get that book, right?
Yeah, no, they're optional rules. You don't necessarily have to use them. I think they're fun. I think they add, extra flavor. But,
I mean, I enjoy this stuff when like a character is like stunned or something.
Yeah, I mean, you can just make up your own critical effect table. You can say if you roll,
Okay, I'll just make that shit up probably. Then.
Yeah, you can just like make up a table of critical effects that could happen, and then just roll on it. Or you could say if they fail by this much, it's this level of critical effect that they take.
Cool.
That sort of shit.
Okay.
Yeah. But
a lot of information. I definitely need to do that on my own later.
Yeah. Certain things like spells will say make a saving throw, and you can take half damage. Or like if a dragon breathes fire on you, you get a saving throw against breath weapon, or to take half damage, or no of damage for whatever blah 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 that are. So that's why you got that giant list of saving throws. And if you read through the DMG, it should teach you everything you need to know.
The DMG's Dungeon Master Guide.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably should. I've only all I did last night was just look at the magical items. Like I was just reading each one, like reading how. Because I understand I could just make all this shit up my own, but some of the stuff they have in here is pretty like creative. Like Bannon, I should have just given Bannon a fucking Staff of the Magi, and he should have just let me have it.
Yeah.
It's like fucking broken. Also, that deck of many things is
Don't
like,
ever fucking use that. I
yeah,
was about
everyone's
to
just
warn
like,
you. I was about to say, JP, watch out. Don't you ever put that in a campaign. It will break the campaign. I promise you everything will fall to shit. Don't ever use a deck of many things.
I was like just looking at the rolls. I was like, huh, that person is now in another dimension. How does that work? Like, how are they supposed to get there? I'm not really sure. Oh, that person no longer has a soul. Well, that's interesting. How does he get that back?
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's pretty funny. There
Yeah.
was some other stuff too that's really crazy. Like there was a bunch of rings that were pretty OP. There's like a ring of Starfall or Starlight or something like that that was really fucking overpowered.
Yeah. There's a lot of OP shit in there. Also, if you're reading through the rules on these things, you may encounter some stuff that you recognize from roleplay where the players don't have complete knowledge of something. And
Yeah,
if
I'll
that's the
keep it to myself.
case, yeah, keep it to yourself.
Yep,
Because the players are in for a nasty surprise very soon.
yep. I will keep it to myself.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's all I got. I'll just do some of the stuff on my own with some other creatures and fake characters and try to work that out. What are you doing on your stream today for all the people?
I
So I'm probably
literally just rolled out of bed.
yeah.
I don't know. I'll probably play some video games. Maybe run some D&D related activities. And then
Did
I
you
got
draw a map of the East or whatever on Monday?
yeah,
For
I got a I remapped out. Oh, didn't upload the new map though. Well, I did, but it needed some work. Yeah, I got the map area where you guys are gonna be landing mapped out.
okay. Um, cool.
Cool.
All right. Well, I'll definitely have to practice this a little bit more so it's more fluid when we actually play.
Yeah. If you have any questions, hit me up.
Will do. I'll let you know. Like I said, I'm meeting with Ryan at in about 40 minutes for his character. So,
I will probably watch that if you don't mind, or should I not watch that?
I mean, it's totally up to you. He'll obviously like drop backstory, I would imagine, and ask me questions and stuff like that. So, if you don't want to know that information, then don't bother or then don't watch. But
Okay.
totally up to you. I don't. It does not matter to me either way.
Okay. Well, if he's willing to stream it, I'm willing to watch it. So.
Yeah, I'll see if he wants to stream it, then he can stream it. I probably won't stream it just because I want to keep like some of the stuff secret before we play. So
Okay.
cool. All right. Well, I'll let you go, man. Thanks for the help.
Thank you. See you
All right.
later.